This story is for those people who are surrounded by worries, and they want to find a sense of inner peace and clarity, to live a happier and fulfilling life. Once upon a time, nestled in a peaceful mountain village, there lived a wise and renowned monk named Takashi. People from far and wide sought his counsel, eager to tap into his wisdom and insight. One particular day, a young woman arrived at Takashi's humble abode, her heart heavy with distress and anxiety. Her mind was plagued by worries and fears, and she desperately sought guidance. She mustered the courage to approach Takashi and poured out her troubles, hoping for some comforting words or a guiding light. To her surprise, the monk gazed at her with a gentle smile but remained silent. Confusion and frustration swirled within her. After traveling such a long way, all she received was silence from the monk. Just as she was about to give up and leave, Takashi motioned for her to stay. Curiosity piqued, she watched as he handed her a small bowl and filled it with water. Takashi then made a simple request: "Please carry this bowl of water to the other side of the courtyard." Bewildered, the young woman accepted the challenge and cautiously walked across the courtyard, cradling the bowl in her hands. With each step, she carefully prevented the water from spilling. Once she reached the other side, she turned to Takashi, her face mirroring her confusion. What was the purpose of this seemingly mundane task? Without a word, Takashi gestured for her to walk back across the courtyard, once again carrying the bowl of water. This time, he added a peculiar instruction, but this time, do it without thinking about the water. Perplexed, the woman followed his instructions. As she moved back and forth across the courtyard, she focused on the weight of the bowl in her hands and the rhythmic sound of her footsteps on the ground. The water in the bowl sloshed, but she paid it no mind. When she finally returned to Takashi, he asked her a simple question: "What did you notice?" Pondering for a moment, she replied, "I was careful not to spill the water." Takashi nodded approvingly and smiled. "Good. Now, carry the bowl of water back and forth across the courtyard once more, but this time, let go of your thoughts about the water. Just walk and be present." Although confused, the woman followed his guidance. She traversed the courtyard, focusing solely on the weight of the bowl in her hands and the soothing sound of her footsteps. The worries and fears that had consumed her mind faded into the background. Returning to Takashi, he inquired again, "What did you notice this time?" With newfound clarity, she responded, "I noticed the weight of the bowl in my hand and the sound of my footsteps on the ground." Takashi nodded with a warm smile. "Very good. Now, imagine that your worries and fears are like the water in the bowl. When you fixate on them, they slosh around, causing imbalance in your life. However, when you release your focus on them, they become like the weight of the bowl, something you are aware of, but not consumed by." The woman's understanding deepened, and a sense of peace washed over her. It was a clarity she had not experienced in a long time. Grateful for Takashi's wisdom, she expressed her heartfelt gratitude and left the monastery, feeling lighter and more at ease. From that day onward, the woman made a commitment to practice being present in the moment, refusing to let worries and fears overpower her. She embraced the gift of silence, mastering the art of being fully present, and living with greater peace and clarity. Dear friends, we can all overcome our worries and fears by simply being present in the moment. When we focus on the present moment, we are not consumed by our worries and fears. We are able to see the beauty in the world around us, and we are able to appreciate the simple things in life. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed this story, please like and subscribe for more content. Thank you, and see you next time.